What is in you is greater than he that is in the world.
The 7 ancient Chinese proverbs for your success. Number 4 will make you laugh. You've been collecting wisdom, but your life won't change until you use it. Most people binge quotes like snacks and stay hungry for real progress. That ends today. In the next few minutes, I'll turn 7 ancient Chinese proverbs into clear, modern rules you can act on today. You'll get tiny moves that build momentum, a simple learning loop, and one mindset that protects you from burnout later on. We'll cover momentum, learning, patience, humility, gratitude, self-sufficiency, and progress. The goal is a practical system, not inspiration theater. Let's start where big goals usually die. The first step. Proverb number 1. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. The thing most people miss is that delay hides inside smart planning. Plans feel productive, but nothing moves until you act. The benefit of mastering this is speed to momentum. Fear shrinks the second you do the first rep. Here's the simple shift. Start tiny, today. Define a 5-minute first move, not an hour. 5 minutes. Pick one keystone action that makes other actions easier. Give it a clear name so your brain knows exactly what to do. Open the doc and write 3 sentences. Walk outside for 5 minutes. Then schedule it in the next 24 hours. Put it on your calendar. When the time hits, do it without debate. Now let me show you exactly how. Choose your goal. Identify the smallest reversible action. Do it today. Log completion once, in a simple tracker or a sticky note. That's your first brick. Common mistakes. Starting wide instead of small, tracking 10 metrics, and trying to optimize before you begin. Don't overthink gear or tools. If you remember nothing else, remember this. Action beats architecture. Quick win. Pause this video and take your 5-minute move right now. Then come back. Proverb number 2. Live to be old. Learn to be old. Skills decay. Industries shift. The reason this matters is that curiosity compounds like interest. The longer you keep learning, the more opportunities find you. Use one learn loop. Find, filter, practice, teach. Find one source per week. Filter by relevance to your next 90 days. Practice with a micro project, not notes. Teach one insight to another person or to your future self in a short summary. That final teach step is the glue. What you can explain sticks. Set a weekly learning block on your calendar. Scope a 7-day micro project. One small build. 1 page, 1 demo. After you practice, write 3 bullets. What worked, what didn't, what to try next. Mistakes to avoid. Hoarding courses you never open, skipping practice, and mistaking highlights for skill. Quick win. Pick one skill right now and write your 7-day micro project title. With motion and learning set, patience keeps you going. Proverb number 3. 3 feet of ice is not formed in a single day of cold. Change is lagged. Inputs show up as results after a delay. The danger is the silent middle, the period where you're doing the work but can't see the payoff yet. Quit there, and you lose the compounding. The better method is to measure inputs you control, not outcomes you don't. Set a 30-day streak on one input. Pages drafted, outbound messages sent, workouts logged, minutes practiced. Add a weekly review to course correct. Ask 3 questions. Did I show up? What friction blocked me? What's one tiny tweak? The reason this works is that small improvements, chained together, beat sporadic bursts. Implementation is simple. Pick one input metric. Track it daily for 7 days to prove to yourself you can show up. On day 7, do a 10-minute review. Adjust one variable only: time of day, environment, or scope. Don't switch strategy every 3 days. Common mistakes: dashboard obsession without action, and changing plans the moment results lag. Quick win: write your input metric on a card and mark today's rep. Now the game changer nobody talks about: humility as a learning engine. Proverb number 4. When 3 people walk together, there must be one I can learn from. Most people wait for a perfect mentor with the perfect resume. Meanwhile, they miss the insight sitting next to them. Humility shrinks your blind spots and compresses your learning curve. Adopt a mentorship mindset in 3 layers: peers, juniors, seniors. Peers show practical hacks. Juniors bring fresh eyes and new tools. Seniors offer patterns and judgment. Use one sharp prompt. Teach me one thing you wish you knew a year ago. Capture answers in a learn from log. 1 line per person, 1 takeaway. Then test one idea within 48 hours so it becomes knowledge, not trivia. Avoid status bias. Don't discount someone because of title or age. And don't wait for a formal mentorship. Ask, listen, apply, report back. That loop builds trust and keeps the insights coming. Quick win: today, ask one person for their best 10-minute tip on a problem you're facing. Proverb number 5. When drinking water, think of its source. The thing most people miss is that gratitude isn't a mood. It's a skill that fuels resilience. When you remember the upstream effort behind a win, entitlement drops, patience rises, and relationships get easier. The benefit is simple: you stay motivated longer, and people want to help you again. Here's the simple shift: map the sources. For any success today, list 3 contributors: people, systems, and luck. People might be a teammate who answered fast. Systems could be the library of templates you rely on. Luck might be timing or a random introduction. That quick inventory grounds you. Then make it visible. A daily source note takes 60 seconds. Win: finish the draft. Sources: mentors outline. Quiet morning, earlier practice. Once a week, send one specific thank you: what they did, why it mattered, and the ripple it created. Specificity beats thanks every time. How to apply it now. Before you complain about a bottleneck, do an upstream check. Which part of the system failed and who keeps that system running? Fix the link or thank the keeper. Common mistakes: keeping gratitude private, making it vague, and only doing it when things go well. Do it when things are hard. It keeps your mindset stable. Quick win: send one concrete thank you today with a single sentence about impact. You'll feel it, and they will too. Proverb number 6. Give a man a fish. Teach a man to fish. The reason this matters is that skills outlast favors. If you build capability, you stop chasing short-term fixes and start scaling yourself. Convert problems into skills. Any recurring issue becomes a micro-skill you can learn and teach. Use an SOP light: 3 steps, common pitfalls, and a tiny checklist. Keep it on one page. For example, client reply workflow: 1. Triage, 2. Template, 3. Tailor. Pitfalls: tone drift, missed attachment. Checklist: subject, link, CTA. Now the leverage move. Teach it in 15 minutes. Teaching exposes gaps and locks the steps in your brain. Avoid rescuing by doing the task for others. Coach instead. Ask, what's the next step? What would you try? What does the checklist say? Common traps: hoarding knowledge to stay needed and overbuilding documents nobody reads. Keep it light, test it live, iterate. Quick win: turn one recurring task into a 1-page checklist before the day ends. And finally, proverb number 7. Don't be afraid of moving slowly, only of standing still. Most people quit because they compare pace, not direction. Slow isn't the problem, stuck is. The reason this rule matters is that consistency beats rework and burnout. When you move a little each day, you avoid the costly reset that comes from sprinting and crashing. Define forward as one measurable action per day. That's your minimum viable progress line, the burnout shield I promised. If life gets chaotic, you still cross that line. Celebrate micro moves, one outreach, one paragraph, one set, one practice drill. The brain needs visible wins to stay engaged. Implementation is simple. Create a daily one-move ritual that takes 2 minutes to start. Use the 2-minute rule. If it's hard, do a tiny version that proves you're still in motion. Set a done-over perfect threshold. That means you ship the draft, not the dream. Perfection is a moving target. Progress is a box you can tick. Now here's where most people mess up. They miss one day and reset the plan. Don't start over. Resume. Track streaks, but track recoveries too. A streak is great. A fast recovery is mastery. Another trap is pace envy, watching someone else's timeline and downgrading your own. Compare systems, not speeds. Quick win. Do one 2-minute action right now. Send a note, title a doc, outline 3 bullets, then mark day 1 of a 3-day micro streak. Let's tie it together into one simple operating system. Map each rule to one habit. First step, learn loop, input streak, mentor question, source note, SOP light, and one move. That's your ladder. Each rung small, stable, and linked. Don't skip rungs. Set a weekly rhythm. Plan Monday, review Friday. On review, adjust one variable only, time, environment, or scope, so you keep compounding. Cut friction by batching decisions on Sunday, setting default times, and using pre-made checklists. Build accountability with a buddy check or a simple public commitment. Track it on one dashboard you actually use. 7 boxes, 1 per rule, check marks only. If life hits hard, drop to fail-safe mode and keep just 2. The daily one move and the daily source note. That preserves momentum and mindset. The goal is progress you can repeat, not a perfect week you can't sustain. Conclusion. The core idea is simple. Small, steady, teachable actions compound when you anchor them to these 7 rules. Apply one rule today and tell me which one in the comments. Subscribe for deeper dives on each rule. And watch the next video for the advanced habit stack that keeps this system scalable.